everybody, welcome to another episode of How Do I Inspect That? Today we're in the pump room and we're going to be looking at sanitizer feeders. In this instance we have a salt system. Whatever the case might be, you are going to need to have a sanitizer feeder on the pool. Whether it be a salt equipment, a chlorine feeder as we said in the other episode, it might need to be a floater system in the pool, or you need to have some evidence that somebody has been adding sanitizer to the swimming pool over the life of the pool. In this instance, salt systems are great because they are automated and they feed sanitizer into the pool automatically without any effort by anyone. So let's take a closer look. In this instance, we have a Hayward or a Gold Line AquaRite Pro system, which is connected to a Hayward AquaRite system. The reason this system is set up this way is because this is a dual salt system. Most of the time, you will just probably have on a residential pool this one AquaRite system or another name brand manufacturer system that's on the pool. In this instance right here, the Pro is the main unit that is connected both of these together, and they are used tandemly to operate both salt cells on the pool. So let's take a look at just one of them. Here we are looking at the main control unit. Most of the time you're just going to have one. So in the one unit here that you're probably going to be inspecting on a residential pool, you're going to want to inspect to make sure everything is working, of course. You're going to want to make sure it has power. Are the LED lights working? Those are kind of obvious signs that the equipment is doing what it's supposed to do. If you don't see power on the LED readout screen, it probably means that the motherboard in the system has gone out. And in that indication, you're going to want to recommend to the homeowner that it be replaced or may have the PCB board repaired. So if you recommend to the customer that it be repaired, you cannot buy the manufacturer repair motherboard by just soldering it. They recommend they be replaced. So we always recommend to our customers that if they don't have any readouts going on the readout screen, that they replace the motherboard inside the unit. And that's going to be up to you whether or not you make that determination of whether to replace the board or to replace the whole unit. So you can tell by the signs of this one, it's still in good shape because it's indoor. You may have some where the cabinets are rusty. In those indications, we do recommend that the customer replace the whole unit because it's probably time. So when you're looking at a salt system, one of the things we always do when we look at the salt system is you want to run it through a calibration process. In this instance, it has a way to scroll around and to calibrate the system. And just by counting down on the Hayward equipment, Jandy has one and so does Pentair. If it's another name brand, you have to recommend to the customer what's going on with the system at the time that you inspect it. So the only thing we do to really inspect the salt systems is to make sure it's working, and we run it through a calibration, and of course we make sure it's not looking completely destroyed. So with all of that information, hope that helps. In continuation talking about the salt system, we want to take a closer look at the salt cell so we know what to inspect. Let's take a look. Okay, here we are at the salt cell. Not a lot to inspect at the salt cell. We want to make sure that it's not leaking, and we want to make sure that none of our cords are cut. Of course, this is the power cord to the cell that connects directly to the generator, and this is the flow switch cable. If you have an error message on the readout screen of the salt control box and it says flow, then it's probably going to be something along the lines of this cord is going to be cut, or this is completely broken, which is the flow sensor. So you're going to want to check those on your system just to make sure. Hope that helps.
Also, don't forget to check and make sure that the bonding wire is connected to the bonding lug of this piece of equipment. And make sure the other end of that wire is connected to the bonding grid wire coming out of the ground. If you have any questions about this, contact a local licensed electrician who can help you in this area.